Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Victoria to a Heart of Darkness. We will be playing as the country of Iraq. Iraq is another releasable nation, just like the last nation we played when we were playing as South Africa. Iraq is releasable at the beginning of the game from the Ottoman Empire. Now, to be able to release Iraq, you first need to win the war against Tripoli over here to annex them, because at the Ottoman Empire you start at war. Now that's why we are starting 1 year late. We are starting in 1837 instead of 1836. So basically we are just a little bit, well, we will be playing for 99 years instead of 100, but it won't matter all that much. So Iraq is a nation you're not supposed to play. It's an uncivilized nation, which means you need to westernize over here. I'll explain a little bit about that later, before we can actually research any tech. We start with a little bit of tech because we were released from the Ottomans, but not a lot. Another thing is that we are boxed in by much powerful nations, Egypt, Persia and the Ottoman Empire over here. I'm going to say now that basically I will cheat if we are caught in a situation where we cannot win. I'll be honest about it. How I want this to be enjoyable to watch and to play, so I'm not going to limit myself to bullshit AI moves. Spain has a tendency to annex Basra from you, and I, well, just can't. I mean, it's just too much. So if things don't really go our way, we will be just cheating our way out of it. Now, the first thing that we really want to do is annex Nedj. It's basically the only country we border we can attack. The rest is way too powerful, and it gives us avenues for expansion elsewhere: Oman, Abu Dhabi, Yemen, Hedges, later on Ethiopia and Egypt. But for now we are allied with Yemen and Hedges, and we will be using their troops to crush the Nedj troops. So yeah, I'm just waiting for us to get our diplomatic point so we can start justifying a war. Now this takes a while because we are civilized and we get less diplomatic points. So, oh, there we go. We will start to justify a war. Now I'm going to save right here. Just because infamy is bullshit, and if we get more than 50%, 11 infamy, I'm going to re-roll. Then there will be a cut-in right here, and we will just be doing it again because I need to get low infamy for quick early game expansion. So bullshit infamy, and we're just going to try it again. So in the meantime, just hoping that we don't get discovered right away, let's look at reforms. So uncivilized nation do get a research point. Oh, wait a second, I just need to do this really quick. There we go. We do get research points, but you don't use them for tax, but for reforms. Reforms give a certain percentage of civilization progress. Now, once this civilization progress reaches 100%, we can westernize and start unlocking tax. For cheap ones like this one, you get 10% civilization bonuses. For really expensive ones, for let's see, I think there are some really expansion. Oh, there we go. This one, for example, is 9,000 instead of 3,000 or 6,000 points. So we get more civilization progress. Anyway, we got discovered and it cost us 11 infamy. I'll take it. We'll just suck it up. I don't think that's too much. So basically, once this war is justified, let's see, we'll take another 80 days. We will be going to war with Nedj and we will be calling in Yemen and Hedges. And I am going to try and let them do most, if not all, of the work. Basically, this is one big giant desert. It's a giant desert filled of our primary culture, but the supply limit is 6. So I don't really feel like going in and engaging his army. Ooh. We will engage his army if he moves over here into Iraq. I don't have a problem with that. But I'm not going into the desert to fight him. We'll let the Bedouins and I think it's the army of the something imams. Yeah, the Zaydi imams. Take care of that. So in just another 2 weeks we will have a casus belli. Oh, the corn. Wow, that is early. That is really early. Normally that happens around 80-15. This does mean that we are probably going to have a really early Germany. They need yeah, they only need Hanover. They need Hanover, they need Saxony. And they still need Holstein, but they almost have Holstein. Wow. So once they get Saxony, they basically will have enough to form a very early Germany. Anyway, I digress, because let's fund the army. It does mean that we will probably have to tune back our education budget quite a bit. Actually, I don't think we need all the maintenance organization. Let's 76%. I know you should. There we go. Annexation. So we're going to declare war, conquest, and call in our allies. They should join. If they don't, that's bullshit. So Hedges joined, Yemen didn't. Which I guess is fine. We should be able to call them in anyway in a little bit. Are you doing something? Yeah, you're moving in. Let's actually fund them a little bit more, even though it's going to cost us. So once we have our diplomatic point, oh, there we go, they're moving into the desert. Great. They should have a supply limit of 6 there. Yeah, they actually have it over here. So they're losing men. I'm going to let them do this still. They're like at 100%. Just so they waste a lot of their manpower. I don't really mind them starting to siege up some stuff. There we go, let's form an alliance with them again. And once we have our second or another point, we will call them into the war. We could crush them. We have more men and way better men. We have infantry. Infantry have 5 attack and 5 defense. They, I'm sure, only have irregulars, which are about half as good. I'm not sure we can actually build infantry. I don't think we have the tech for that. Don't we need... Yeah, we need foreign weapons to do that. This one. Now we are... No, we just get plus 50% from technology. We don't yet have this military reform. If we would have this, we could get a research boost while conquering. Which makes it very attractive to fight long and very inactive wars. Oh, the Ottomans and Egypt are fighting. Sometimes Egypt wins this, but most of the times they don't. You can win it by basically just letting the Ottomans walk through the desert here and kill their troops. And there we go, they only have 10k left. They still have another 8,000 over there. I'm just waiting till we get our diplomatic point. I don't really want to engage them before we have Yemen in the war. I want them to take out that other army. And still they should get attrition, quite a lot of it. Actually, Hedges isn't really doing anything against that army, which is strange. So, Yemen, you like us a lot, call ally. Yes, now you're likely, and you should join the war. There we go. This time they honor their military alliance, and they're going to use their 18,000 men to crush that army. Aren't they? No, they're just going to stand there like idiots. Well, anyway, I think it's might be about time to go and kill them. No, you know what, I'll let them stand a little bit longer. We only need to dislodge them when they're like, let's say 90%. And in the meantime, they'll keep getting attritioned, which is nice. They're going to attack them into the mountains. That's not your brightest idea, you know. You'll win, but take a lot of casualties. There we go, that army is basically taken care of. They'll finish it off. I'm basically fighting this war to get minimum casualties on my side. I'm going to let them do all the sieging. I'm the war leader, so they cannot, or they shouldn't be able. Well, they might add a war goal to humiliate Nedj, which is fine. I could actually add humiliate. It would increase my prestige by 5. But it will cost me 3 infamy, and I don't want to get the infamy hit. So they're at 65% now. Maybe one of them will actually come and fight them. No, they're just going to siege. Yeah, that's fine. So I don't really like moving my troops into the desert. We will have to though, we are not going to let them siege up that province. We're going to need to dislodge them. Okay, well, let's see. 15th of April, 16th. So, if we stop time at the 15th, there we go. Now this is a plains province. And we won't get any attrition for being there. Did we get a... No, we did not get a recruit. We have an awful general. Why are we using him? Just very bad. Well, we killed them all. We did have a damage of 2,000, which immediately put our 3 of our regiments at well, a negative pop basically. Are we going to get our strength back? Yes, we will. In the meantime, we're just going to speed up time and let the world tick by. We're going to lower our land unit maintenance to 5 yet again and increase our education spending. I think we can do 75. Yes, we can. Yes. We'll get around zero budget, which is fine. Once we annex all this, we will be taking quite a bit of a literacy hit. There is basically nobody here that can read. I think Nedj starts with 1 literacy. Basically 1. That's the lowest in the game. 1% literacy. We start with 10. Or not actually 10, less than 10. And not a lot of education efficiency, but still. I wonder, is there something that increases education efficiency? Yes. You might want to go for that at some point. It does cost a lot more points. I want to get this one. We'll take another 3000 research points though. So basically another 2 years or something. Now we are being very lazy, not sieging everything up, and that's deliberate. Because sieging always gives you attrition. He is just awful. No, don't use him. It does give a little bit of speed and organization though, so we could put him in charge when we need to be somewhere very fast. Nobody's added any war goals, good. So what else is going on? There is the usual war in South America, there's the Kashmir concession against Punjab, and the Afghan liberation of Punjabi Balochistan, but Persia is actually helping Punjab in their war against Afghanistan, but not against the UK. Okay. There we go. Punjab lost their war against the UK. They will probably win against Afghanistan because Persia is a beast. Persia has 19 brigades against our 6. They are very scary. So that's why we're going to be increasing relations with Persia till hopefully they're above 100. That will give us at least a little bit of warning as to when they will attack. Because you cannot declare war on anybody if you have over 100 relations. We have almost fully recovered, but that last regiment is taking a really long time. There are only 912 pop for this brigade. They're also all Turkish brigades. I wonder. We do have 8% Turks in Iraq. Most are let's see if I can actually pronounce it. Masriki. Yeah, Masriki. And Bedouins though. We have some Kurds and Turks. They are both not accepted. There are a lot of Masrikis over here, I think. Yes. Oh, and also in Hedjaz, so we will want to grab Hedjaz at some point. Oh, they're actually, I didn't hear the ping, but they're actually offering us peace on NXNet. So yes, we will take it. Isn't it beautiful? A lot of empty desert. Although it did give us a little bit of pop. We don't need to underestimate that, about 100k, and they're all accepted, which is nice. It also gives us, you can actually build cannons. Yeah, we can build cannons, they're way too expensive. We might be able to afford an infantry. Let's see if we can actually buy the stuff needed. Oh yes, we can. Oh, that's good. Or, well, maybe we can build a small or buy the small arms. We could buy the first 6, but for some reason we can't buy them anymore. Now, yeah, our education budget just skyrocketed because of the the new population with very low literacy. Can we see it over here? I don't think so. No, there's no way to see the literacy of a province. Right? You can see the literacy over here, it's all just 1% around the board, while over here it's above 10. Here as well, this one is lower, but most are around 10. So yeah, we're going to put this down a notch. Still not acceptable. We need to at least break even. Oh. I'm not sure what that was. Anyway, are we almost ready for a reform? Yes, we are. That means that we can take that one, or... yeah, we'll definitely take that one. We don't need that one because we already have flintlock rifles, which allows construction of infantry, which is actually starting to be built now. Nice. Infantry is so much better. This activates military staff system, which... oh, we don't actually have that. It gives us +5 organization, Cuirassiers, Dragoons and Hussars. Yeah, we don't need that one. Army training. Land starting experience, no. Give us a fort. We already have post Napoleonic FOD. This is really hard, because all the useful army techs we already have. Except the first one. We could get naval or foreign naval units maybe. Will this give us a port? Oh, is there one that gives us a port? That would be really, really beneficial, but I don't think there is one. Nope. Just gives us post-Nelsonian FOD, but where the military construction actually gives us a fort, the post-Nelsonian FOD doesn't give us a naval base. This does give us the ability to build one, which is nice. So Egypt did not lose their war, I think. What happened? They just white peaced, I think. They still have all their land. Even Crete. Okay. Well, good for you. Oh, we actually have a new commander. He is much better. I like him. Going to be using him. Anyway, I'll cut a break in right here. This was the first episode of, I think I'll call this series something like Towering Ambitions. So yeah, thanks for watching the first episode of Towering Ambitions as I wreck, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.